Today we're taking a look at a unique tone wood called Bocote, and we're doing it with two very special Catch custom guitars from Taylor. So stick around, I'll tell you all about them. Hey, you're watching Alamo Music TV. My name's Chris McKee.
And I'm Cooper Greenberg.
We're here with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos. If you want to support the channel, visit our spring store linked below for custom swag. So Catch guitars, we've told you about them on the channel before. It is part of a special event that is associated with the NAMM show. That's kind of a off NAMM, kind of like off-Broadway type thing that Taylor does. And it's a lot of very cool custom guitars featuring options that may otherwise not be available in the custom shop, and good food and good friends and good drinks and all that stuff. So we bid on guitars. We get opportunity to get them. These are two such guitars that we were enamored with very, very quickly at the show. This one was definitely a Cooper demand. You weren't like, we should get this one. You were like, we have to get that particular one, which we'll go into. But what's unique about these two guitars is they feature a tone wood that is exotic and less common, and that's Bocote, which is pretty cool. And we'll get into kind of what you can expect from this tone wood. But let's talk about the guitars.
Yeah, so I've got Catch 27, I believe. I'm going to double check that. There's so many. This is 27.
Yep, this is 33.
27 and 33. I'm 27 and Chris is 33. So
43.
What?
But who's counting?
So Catch 27, this is, special for me because that's my age, and like me, it has bear claw all over it. So this is...
There was going to now demand a shirtless demo just from all of the bear wrestling, a la Vladimir Putin, that Mr. Greenberg has
one of many ways that I'm very similar to this guitar, not Vladimir Putin. So this is Catch 27, bear claw Sitka on the top, and it's one of those things where you really see it when it's moving around right in front of you in the light, but I think you can probably see it. It is gorgeous. We're fans of bear claw. We had bear claw on our most successful exclusive guitar of all time from Taylor, the CMSM. But yeah, we got bear claw Sitka on here. Nice little aged toner going on. The bound sound hole and binding is Koa, and then you've got some really nice abalone all over the place.
Abalone sound hole bound. Right?
Dude, yeah, single ab ring bound sound gets you everywhere you need to go. Yeah, so good look there. As mentioned, this is Bocote back and sides. Nice little Koa strip in the middle, and it's got a nice kind of edge burst going on to bring out a little bit of this. I mean, it's just really interesting grain, really nice look. Sides are really nice. And then, as you can see, Koa binding all around, Koa on the little, you know what I'm saying? And Koa on the back strap. So just a tone wood delight. Nice little inlaid buttons on the go-tos there. And another one of my favorites, the Island Vine.
The Island Vine.
Sea Forest Vine. Not
Sea Forest Vine.
Sea Forest
done
Vine.
in abalone and Koa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of to the max on this thing. So
there's a lot of exotic stuff on this guitar.
For lovers of good-looking wood, every single piece of this thing is really special.
I'm gonna behave. Okay, so let's talk about 33 over here, which would be 10 less than me. This is a Grand Pacific body shape, obviously. The top is torrefied Sitka spruce with a toner on it. The binding is ebony, framing this beautiful Bocote back and sides. And it's, there's kind of like a vintage simplicity to this, right? You've got your deep stained buttons or pins down there, tiger stripe pick guard.
Single ab ring bound sound.
There you go.
There we go.
And then a really cool abalone and golden mother of pearl inlay called the Longhorn. And you are the Longhorn.
I am the Longhorn, and this is a new inlay.
It's a new inlay pattern.
Never been done before, only so far been done on this Catch guitar.
Yeah, so this is pretty cool. It's new. We like it. Cooper hails from UT as alumni, so we've just lost all of our audience that are Aggies. Oh, well.
Yeah, there's not a lot of time to play guitar when you're out on the oil field and on the farm,
What are you talking
Aggies.
about? That's what they. Well, so the joke really would have been they wouldn't be able to find our channel anyway. That's.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I say that as a family of Aggies. So, anyways.
Yeah, I mean, my sister's an Aggie, and also Robert O'Keen and Lyle Lovett would, they'd be playing Collings right now, so they're not even watching this thing. But yeah, I love the look of that guitar. I really like the Longhorn inlay because it's subtle. It's not like too over the top, but definitely strikes a chord with me. Yeah.
The other cool thing, kind of keeping with a neo-vintage approach to this guitar, is the satin chrome Goto tuners instead of gold or something like that. And then I don't know if you noticed, so the headstock inlay is done in abalone, but it's like very, very finely framed in mother of pearl, which is really cool. The
they
details.
Go all out. Yeah, they love to go all out on the Catch Customs and do things that even if we wanted to, we would not be able to spec out that guitar.
Yeah.
So it's special. Both of these look great, but they also highlight a tone wood that does not get talked about enough, and I want to get the Chris McKee lesson on Bocote.
Bocote is pretty cool. Again, it's an exotic tone wood. It is of the same family that Ziricote, another one of my favorite tone woods, is. So in some ways, it can be very rosewood-like, sometimes not. It really depends upon the piece based upon the stories that I've heard from various luthiers that have worked with it. The tap tone can sometimes be very glassy, very metallic, like a rosewood, but at other times the pieces can be very, very dense and have a sound and response similar to ebony, which can be very nice. I have an ebony guitar, and it can be very, very cool. What we've noticed with these guitars particularly is that there is a very rich harmonic response from the guitars when paired with this body shape and the tops and everything. Yeah. That one in particular will just ring. This one too, if you just fret a note and strike it, it will just kind of ring and resonate and grow and have all of the overtones. Grain-wise, you typically have something around these kind of reddish, orangey hues. And it's kind of what Ziricote does to an extent. You'll get these big kind of eye-looking grain lines, but then if you look at it, and you probably won't be able to see this very well on camera, when you look at some of the way that the grain works, there's a high contrast to it, and it almost looks like it's pieces of wood stacked on each other. It might be easier to see actually with that one. Ziricote looks like this. We have a certain custom guitar in the works with Ziricote where it literally looks like it's a hall of like curtains. Yeah. So this does this kind of in a finer band, if you will.
Are they from the same area?
Same
Mexico,
area,
Central
yeah.
America?
It's Mexico, Central America area.
That's cool.
And Cordia, I think, is the family name of those trees. So pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool. Beautiful looking guitars and great sounding guitars. So let's take a listen.
So there you have it. Amazing guitars, really great tone wood, and I'm liking Bocote a lot. We did a factory build with Bocote where we put a very stripy Sinker redwood top on it. That guitar came in. If you haven't seen that video, that's cool. And you can check out the photos of that one on our website too. That guitar, because of the top, has a different response.
Totally different sound.
You know, you get all of those overtones still, but like dark and chocolatey and almost moody and foreboding in a way.
Yeah, you know, this is a good kind of comparison as well between what you get out of a GP versus a GA because, like Chris said, you barely touch that guitar and it just rings, and it's this really kind of, you know, great, comfortable, you know, any kind of dynamic you want to put into it. It's got like this great range. This, on the other hand, has some of that quality, but it's also such a good like picking, digging in guitar, which you know, all the Grand Pacifics that we've played have that kind of thing. It's a contender amongst the great dreadnoughts out there. And so this, you know, the guitar leads you where it wants to go, right? So this is, for me, would be a great like lead flat picking guitar. And that one, it's hard, just kind of when we're sitting here playing them, it's hard not to do like nice finger pick stuff. And yeah, really cool to have this wood, which we don't have that often, on two different body styles. Similar top woods, you know, this is torrified, that's not.
But very unique appointments on both of these guitars outside of the norm. To speak to what you were just saying, though, kind of off camera, Cooper was playing this guitar and just letting it ring, and it really was kind of like with the slightest touch. And I had that guitar, I was like, oh yeah, listen, it'll do it. And Josh was like, yeah, it seems like you have to lean into it a bit more. I'm like, yep, bigger guitar, bigger top, kind of a different response. So yeah, guitar shapes matter, tone woods matter, it all matters. But this is a really, you know, what's funny is you don't play a lot of this stuff, but you had this guitar and you're tapping on it, and
it's just
all these things.
Once you get a guitar that's gonna do that, and the body shape and the wood is going to respond the way you want, when you have it like that where it's just set up perfect,
so resonant,
you can just do whatever you want on it. But yeah, that one is of the caliber with all the pearl and the koa appointments and everything. The beveled armrest on there is insane. Like that grain on there looks great. So that is, you know, it's kind of like those custom GAs we had. I guess now it's the end of last year, maybe. The koa and the maple.
Like we really liked.
This is really, you know, to the max. I love that inlay. I love all the pearl and koa, and then this. Total opposite end of the spectrum, real old school, which I love too.
Neo vintage.
Neo vintage.
Yeah.
More like kind of like a modern deluxe kind of vibe.
Ha! I like what you did.
There we go.
So if you want more information about either of these guitars, these are very limited. These are the only ones we have. You can find out more on our website, which is
alamomusic.com. And then go look at the catch guitars that we have. We just got a new one, which I think is maybe the last one that we're waiting on.
So the little grand concert thing.
Maple and lutes.
I call that the tuxedo guitar.
Yeah, we got a tuxedo guitar. That'll be coming to the channel soon if we don't sell it first. But you can look at the catch guitars that we have, the factory selects that we have, and all the 50th anniversary stuff, because it's a good year to be a Taylor fan.
Absolutely. And if you are new to our channel, and regardless of what manufacturer you like, we like them all. So if you like guitars and hearing about guitars and, you know, some great playing on guitar, you want to subscribe and turn on notifications, like our videos, comment, share, do all of those things. We appreciate it. We appreciate you, and we would appreciate if you keep coming back, and we'll see you next time.